In the chaos of battle, true heroes are forged. This is the story of a woman whose courage shone brightest in the darkest of times. A tale of selfless sacrifice that deserves to be remembered. Her name is Mary, and she wasn't a soldier, but a nurse. Her battlefield was a makeshift hospital, her weapons were bandages and compassion, and her mission was to save lives against all odds. The year was 1944. The sounds of war echoed relentlessly. Mary and her team worked tirelessly, tending to an overwhelming number of wounded soldiers. The hospital, a converted schoolhouse, was supposed to be a safe zone, but in war, safety is a fragile illusion. One fateful afternoon, the distant rumble of artillery grew closer, and the ground began to shake with terrifying intensity. The enemy was launching a desperate, indiscriminate assault. Panic started to set in. The walls trembled, and dust and debris rained down from the ceiling. The patients, many of whom couldn't move, looked on with fear in their eyes. The staff had a choice: flee to the shelters and save themselves, or stay with their patients. For Mary, there was no choice. Her duty, her very being, was tied to the vulnerable men in her care. As the explosions crept closer, a shell struck the building next door, shattering every window in the ward. The air filled with screams and the smell of smoke. A young soldier, barely a man, lay on a cot near a large shattered window, paralyzed from the waist down. He was completely exposed, a direct target for the next inevitable blast or shower of shrapnel. Without a moment's hesitation, Mary ran to him. As others scrambled for cover, she did the opposite. She threw herself over the young man's body, curling into a protective ball. She made herself a human shield. She whispered words of comfort to him, her voice steady despite the thunderous explosions all around them. She told him he wasn't alone, that she would stay with him, that everything would be okay. In that moment, she wasn't a nurse. She was a guardian angel. The world outside was a symphony of destruction. But under her protection, there was a small island of calm and courage. She could feel the concussions of nearby blasts reverberating through her own body. She could hear shrapnel peppering the wall just inches from her head. But she didn't move. She held her ground, shielding the wounded soldier with her own life. The bombardment lasted for what felt like an eternity. When the shelling finally subsided, a surreal silence fell over the ruined ward. Cautiously, other staff members emerged from their shelters. They found Mary still draped over the soldier, both miraculously unharmed. The wall behind them was riddled with holes, a testament to the deadly storm they had just weathered. The soldier she protected owed her his life, a debt he would never forget. Mary's act of bravery wasn't performed for medals or glory. It was a pure, instinctual act of humanity. It's a powerful reminder that in the face of unimaginable horror, the strength of the human spirit can create moments of incredible grace. Stories like Mary's show us that heroes aren't just those who fight on the front lines, but also those who shield the helpless, who offer comfort in chaos, and who are willing to sacrifice everything for a stranger. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please give it a like and subscribe for more tales of incredible courage. See you next time.